The old town of Willow Creek lay nestled in the heart of America, its history dating back to the early 19th century. The town's main street was lined with quaint shops, their facades worn from the passage of time. The sound of horse hooves echoed through the streets as riders navigated the cobblestone roads. In the town square, a group of elderly men gathered to share stories of the old days. They spoke of the town's founders, who had settled the land and built their homes with their own two hands. The men reminisced about the town's growth, from a small farming community to a thriving town. One of the men, a grizzled old farmer named Jack, began to tell a story about his grandfather's experiences during the Civil War. He spoke of the bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers, and the impact the war had on the town. The other men listened intently, their eyes sparkling with interest. As the night wore on, the townsfolk began to share their own stories. A young woman named Sarah spoke of her grandmother's experiences as a nurse during World War II. She remembered the stories her grandmother would tell about the brave men and women who had served their country. An elderly woman named Margaret spoke of her childhood, growing up on a ranch in the nearby countryside. She remembered the countless hours she spent riding horses and helping with the cattle. The stories continued, each one a testament to the town's rich history and culture. The townsfolk spoke of their ancestors, who had worked hard to build their lives and create a better future for their families. They spoke of the challenges they had faced, from droughts and floods to economic downturns and wars. Despite the hardships, the townsfolk had always found a way to come together and support one another. They would gather for town events, such as harvest festivals and 4th of July celebrations. They would share meals, stories, and laughter, strengthening the bonds that held their community together. As the night drew to a close, the townsfolk applauded and thanked each other for sharing their stories. They knew that these stories were a vital part of their town's heritage, and they vowed to continue sharing them with future generations. The next morning, the townsfolk gathered again, this time to work on preserving their history. They set up a small museum, with displays showcasing the town's founding, its growth and development, and the people who had shaped its history. They collected artifacts, photographs, and documents, carefully preserving them for future generations. As the days went by, the museum became a hub of activity, attracting visitors from all over the country. The townsfolk would share their stories and knowledge with the visitors, proud to showcase their town's rich history and culture. The museum became a symbol of the town's identity, a reminder of the values and traditions that had shaped their community. Years went by, and the town continued to thrive. The townsfolk remained committed to preserving their history and culture, passing on their stories and traditions to future generations. The town's history became a source of pride, a reminder of the values and ideals that had shaped America. The town's story was one of resilience and determination, a testament to the power of community and tradition. It was a story that would continue to inspire and educate future generations, a reminder of the importance of preserving our heritage and culture. As the sun set over the town, the townsfolk gathered once again to share their stories. They spoke of their ancestors, of the struggles and triumphs, and of the values and traditions that had shaped their community. And as they spoke, they knew that they were preserving a part of their heritage, a part of themselves. The town's history was a living, breathing thing, a testament to the power of storytelling and community. It was a reminder that our stories are what make us who we are, and that by sharing them, we can build stronger, more resilient communities. In the end, the town's story was one of hope and inspiration, a reminder of the importance of preserving our heritage and culture. It was a story that would continue to be told and retold, a testament to the power of community and tradition.